from the SME Marketing Company, and today I want to talk to you for a little bit about creating, editing and distributing online video for businesses. Now of course all the stuff we're going to talk about can be used for personal use too, so holidays, family gatherings, whatever it might be, but we're really concerned with the implications of all this stuff for very traditional businesses. Now, internet marketing is essentially about two things. First of all, attracting the attention of your target audience, and then secondly, engaging with them really effectively. There is no more powerful method of achieving the second of these objectives than through the use of online video.
Think about it. You see a wall of text or a video screen with a play button. Are you going to read it or are you going to hit play? And which method is likely to convey more information? Well, if a picture paints 1,000 words, I'd suggest a video conveys 1,000,000. And you know what? I'm not alone in thinking that. Every day, more and more videos are popping up all over the web. They're placed on YouTube to generate leads and brand awareness, on blogs to provide a more engaging user experience, on sales pages of websites to increase conversions, on LinkedIn profiles to project a more powerful impression of personalities, and on fan pages to showcase compelling customer video testimonials. They're everywhere. In fact, YouTube is now the second largest search engine on the planet. Forget Yahoo, forget Bing, it goes Google, then YouTube.
So how are all these businesses creating this online video? Are they employing the services of a professional video company every other week? Of course not. They're buying a video camera and using a load of free software available on the web. Okay, they're not about to win the Oscars for it. And if they do require that really polished look, yeah, they're going to need to involve a third party. But for 95% of their requirements, they get by just fine on their own. And I'm about to show you how.
Okay, so first things first, you need your video camera. So here we have a Flip HD. It's what we tend to use. They're absolutely fantastic. Very, very convenient, very easy to use. You can pick them up online for about £100, £130. However, it doesn't stop there. You can also make use of your webcam, of course, as we're doing now. I'll just show you the Flip a little bit closer. You can see exactly what that is. The reason why it's called a Flip is the USB that just flips out the side there, allowing you to conveniently pop it into your computer, so you can upload all your creative magic, as well as charging it. So they're very handy, very easy to use. Of course, sometimes the thing that you actually want to record is actually on your computer screen, and in which case there's a free piece of online software called Jing that's absolutely fantastic and allows you to record images, video and audio directly from your computer screen. Okay. So we're just going to take a look now at Jing, which we can download at techsmith.com. So it just lives on the top of your desktop, this little yellow sun-like object. So that gives you three options. So we can either capture images or videos. Then you've got history, which gives you all the images and videos you've captured in the past. And then you've got the more option, which just gives you other kind of useful links and preferences, etc. So we're going to hit the capture option, at which point the cursor then turns into a cross, which we can then use to sort of drag over the section of the screen that we want to capture. So just like that, all very straightforward. We're then going to choose whether or not to save it as an image or whether or not we actually want to capture a video. So if you just go for image, it's all very straightforward. And then you can Skype that to people, you can email it to them, do whatever you want. Alternatively, we can go for the video. So again, it's just going to capture that section of the screen for however long we want. So it's really useful. This, of course, you can insert it into other video if you like, perhaps if you're using Windows Movie Maker. Alternatively, you can just send colleagues, friends the link so they can watch it directly. So yep, once you're done with that, we're just going to take one final look, make sure you're happy with it, and then we'll save and we're good to go. Something else that you might want to consider incorporating into your video is images. So by doing so, not only do you break up your video, but you can also add a really polished feel to the final product by using very high resolution imagery. So you can find lots of good images on iStock. There are also lots of other websites great for this sort of thing. Of course, alternatively, you can also use a digital camera and actually make your own.
When creating video, it's important to be mindful of the kind of impression that you're trying to make. So, as you'll notice, I'm in a relatively sort of formal business environment here, with my laptop, my Chamber of Commerce certificate behind me, albeit one that's softened by a picture of me with my niece. Now, it might sound silly, but actually these are really important considerations to take into account, as people will reach certain conclusions based on your surroundings. So while on the one hand, this sort of environment might be ideal for a video of a relatively educational and informative nature, but if on the other hand you're trying to convey a much more relaxed and informal impression, then obviously you just want to adjust your surroundings accordingly. So as you can see here, I've still got my laptop, but I've now dressed down a little and I'm in a much less formal environment. So as with traditional blogging, and in fact social media of all varieties, there really is no right or wrong way of doing all this. It's just a question of trying to identify the personality of your business and what sort of message would really appeal to your target audience, and then using language, tone, and even props to try and capture that most accurately.
Right, so once you've got all your video footage, images and audio together, we want to download Windows Movie Maker so we can edit it into our final video. So here we have Windows Movie Maker live. The first thing you want to do is add a title to your movie. So just click the title button at the top of the toolbar, and then we can type that in. You can reposition the text just by dragging it around the screen. And then if you want to add any effects, you can just hover on this toolbar here, and you'll see a preview for each different option. So now if we just want to check that out, we can hit play, and it'll show us exactly what we've just done. Okay, so now we want to add some content, so we're going to go to add videos and pictures, and then we're going to select the one that we've made earlier. The video, once that's been selected, will appear on the timeline. So if we just double click, we can watch what we've done so far. So we're just going to have a little watch of that. It's all good. We can also add captions. So in order to add a caption, first of all, put the black line on the timeline to where we want the caption to appear. And then we're going to go and we're going to find the caption option. A text box will appear. We can then type in whatever we want. The other thing we can do here, so if we just quickly play that to preview it, the other thing we can do here as well is we can actually move that caption box around. So if we want it to appear later in the video, we just pick it up and drop it a little bit later on. Another thing we can do then is add animations. So if you click on the animations tab and then just check out the different options. If you hover over it, it'll give you a little preview. Once you've chosen your animation, click on it, and you'll see a little marker appear on the timeline here. Now that shows how far into your video the transition animation will last. So then if we choose that, hit play, we can see the preview. So another thing we can do, of course, is add images. So we're just going to go to add videos and photos. I'm just going to select this one here that I made earlier. As you can see, it automatically gets put at the end, so we're just going to drag and drop that to appear a little bit earlier on. Just preview that. You can also add sound if you think that maybe a bit of narration might add something like we're doing at the moment, or maybe a bit of music might bring it to life a little bit. You can add all that. You can also add transition animation actually through the images as well. Again, just sort of previewing it here. Going to have a look at a few visual effects. So lots of different colours and tones that we can set here. Also a few bits of animation, some a little bit more dramatic than others. So we're going to have a quick look at some of the tabs. So as you can see, we can zoom in and out. We can change the thumbnail size. If we hit edit, as we've looked at before, we can change the duration of things. We can also use the split and trim options. So if there's a particular section of your video that you perhaps don't like, you can actually split it up, remove any sort of subpar content, replace it with stuff you're happier with, perhaps sort of move things around a little bit. So it's really just a case of arranging the structure that you feel most comfortable with, that you believe sort of gets the best out of your video. So as you can see here, we've got lots of different things going on. So once we've arranged it in the best possible order, we can then add some credits. So you'll be presented with a text box, so you just type in whatever you think best. So presented by, written by, etc., etc. Maybe make a few acknowledgements. Once we're happy with all of that, we're then going to have a bit of a play around with other options with the credits. So we can move them up and down, move them around the screen. You can also add a few effects, different ways that they sort of enter the screen. So I generally just go for a sort of standard scrolling format like that. So once we're happy with our video and we've got the credits ready, we're then just going to look at a few of the publishing options. So as you can see, you can upload it straight to YouTube. You've got your HD option. You can upload it to disk. We're going to go with the HD option, and we're going to save that. Take a few minutes, but once it's done, that's our video complete, and we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so now we want to share our video. So first of all, we just need to create an account on YouTube. Once that's done, we just want to upload the video. So we need to find the file and select it, at which point an upload progress bar will appear. Now this could take a few minutes, so we're just going to skip things forward. Once it's finished, we want to fill out all the details, such as the name of the video, the website URL, etc. To watch it, we're going to click on the link at the top of the page, and the video should open in a separate window. So we're now all set, and your video is live on YouTube, ready for the world to watch.
So there we go. We filmed, edited and published our video, and we now want to think really strategically about how best to use that material to not only generate new traffic, but also to engage much more effectively with those customers. Now right at the start we mentioned how every day thousands of these videos are going up online. But actually what's really exciting is it's still just the tip of the iceberg. 95% of businesses continue to completely neglect almost all of these opportunities, and in all probability your market is no exception. So be the first to create a really interesting customer video testimonial, or maybe the first to incorporate an instructional video into your website, or maybe to release your first video blog post and then tweet all about it. These things will make you stand out and they will have an impact on your business. Anyway, that's about it from me. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's now your turn to go away and have a crack at your first video. So have fun with it and good luck.